I love hypocrites. I love hypocrites. I love hypocrites. Dr. Applesauce, or Dr. Applebottom Jeans, he goes by many names, but the name that fits him the most is Dr. Applecrit. Imagine if hypocrisy was the form of an apple, right? Mr. Dr. Applesauce here must be eating thousands of apples a day because that's how much times he got caught in a hypocritical instance. This is the first and last time I'll be making a video about this guy because I don't want to give him any more attention and clout that he deserves. Opossum Bud gave him more than enough buzz talk already over the years, and I'm merely compiling the never-ending hypocritical quotes created by Mr. Dr. Applecrit. Now, don't get me wrong. I won't just say I dislike him, that would be unfair. And I won't tell you to dislike him either. You are a smart individual, so I will give you all the facts and evidence, and then you can decide for yourself if such a person deserves to have your attention and support. So why do so many people hate Dr. Applecrit here? Well, it could be that he covered stolen product and defended the reasoning of opening it, and multiple instances by multiple people too. It wasn't just once, and you could even hear him admit it.
New cards like this come out, they're always stolen, right? They're always stolen. And I, for one, honestly, you guys might not like what I'm about to say right here. I don't blame him for taking a swing and saying, hey, maybe there's a real. They wouldn't have been real if they would have been fake Silver Tempest packs. That would have still been a cool video, right? I would have still recorded a video on fake Silver Tempest packs. Hey, look.
And not only that, but he goes further by buying potential stolen product by someone else and further opens it on his channel.
That's right. Today we have several packs of Crown Zenith here in the studio. We're going to rip these bad boys open. Very exciting to have these in hand. This is really exciting. I had a viewer reach out to me and say they found a bunch of Crown Zenith at their local store. They gave their kids packs. Their kids all opened packs until they got hits, and then they sent me the rest to open up in a video. So here we go.
Oh well, he probably didn't know that buying stolen product will actually endanger the person who's buying it and threatens their reputation. I mean, let it slide this time, right? I sure hope he doesn't say anything that will make him seem like a hypocrite.
And I, for one, honestly, you guys might not like what I'm about to say right here. I don't blame him for taking a swing and saying, hey, maybe there's a real.
Oh wow, I was wrong. Now he says selling and buying stolen product is bad. I sure hope he doesn't bash anyone who innocently bought stolen product and didn't know how severe the repercussions will be, similar to what the mistake he did himself.
Bothers me the most is this guy Applesauce, and he just chopped up everything that I said, bro, without without me getting the truth out. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you just assumed everything, and you think that you know the truth, but you didn't get my side of the story. At least you contacted me, but this guy Applesauce doesn't know what he's talking about. He throws me up on TikTok, he throws me up on Reddit, he throws me up all over the place, and it's like, that's not even what happened. Everybody's just chopping me up. He wants to make me look like the bad guy, you know what I'm saying? And contacted me. I tried multiple times yesterday to contact him, you know, and he just kind of went about it, and it is what it is.
And that's just one of many hypocritical instances. Or we can bring up the time he bashed OKJLove for getting sponsored by Pokemon, saying that he wasn't even versed in English cards, basically throwing a fit like a toddler that he wasn't getting sponsored by Pokemon, even though he had as much as subscribers as OKJLove. Or let's not forget the one time he filed a copyright strike on Opossum.
I made a criticism video talking about that, and Dr. Applesauce put out a copyright claim about that, saying that my video did not fall under fair use. Let's read this email that was sent to YouTube, that YouTube sent me regarding this whole conversation, and I don't think I've ever read this here on YouTube, so it's actually going to be a good time. This is him explaining to YouTube why my video does not fall under fair use. That's the context. My original video uploaded is a duration of 5 minutes and 19 seconds. The cumulative total of my work that was used in the reported video was over 4 minutes long of the footage for my 5 minute and 19 second video. Over 75% of my video was used, and under the 4 factors of fair use, I believe that qualifies as borrowing large portions or the heart of the work. The timestamps are reported, blah, blah, he actually gives that stuff. Thank God someone at YouTube had their brain on that day. They were actually working, because they replied to him, "Thank you for your message. However, we remain concerned that your copyright notification is not valid for some or all the videos intended in your notification. As a result, the content will remain live." Thank you so much, YouTube. I cannot believe I beat that, but I did.
Which is heavily hypocritical because he made a reaction video to a channel without giving them any credit, then proceeds to argue with a fan saying the channel wasn't full visibility, even though the channel isn't frickin' Japanese. Ah, a lot of credit you're giving there, Dr. Applecrit. And since we're on the topic of copyright striking and using other people's content and crediting them, the one time Dr. Applecrit had a no-brainer opinion about a certain drama, he decides to go against all odds and sides with the complete opposition. He decides to comment about the Pokerev Card Kanamis drama that happened recently. Made a video about that, and I'm sure many of you already know, but he decides to agree with Card Kanamis and pretty much blames Pokerev for not giving people credit when he reacts to his videos, even though Dr. Applesauce did the same exact thing, yet thinks he's the exception to the rule. Hey, I might be overlooking this, but that's very hypocritical. Or we can talk about how he bashed Rattle Pokemon for making too many videos about a certain drama, even though he was milking that same drama. Another hypocritical instance. Now, do I think making 10 40-minute long videos about the same topic a little much? Sure, but in the end, it's beneficial for people to stay informed. Plus, again, he's bashing something that he is currently also doing and covering. Sure, you can have an opinion on Rattle Pokemon. He did some mistakes in the past, but what he's doing now is good in general for the Pokemon community. So I really can't understand why he's trying to bash something that he's currently doing. Doesn't make sense to me. See, this video is already getting long with how much times he effed up, and I didn't even share my opinion on him yet. And as some of you guessed, not a big fan of his. I used to watch his content, but I obviously can't no more because of how butthurt he is. And let's not talk about the passive-aggressive remarks he gives to everyone who gives him criticism. No arguments at all, he just does some weird mental gymnastics and acts like he's the frickin' Lion King or something, which I find very, very, very cringe. That's the worst pet peeve I have. People who are so shameless, they can't even find the words to defend themselves, so they just decide to do some sly and cheeky remarks to compensate their foolishness. Seismic Shock TV is at least trying to stick with what he knows, and is trying to stay out of drama and took some level of atonement, while you not once took your pride away and recognized your mistakes, or even said anything in that regard. You do you, bro, but I'm gonna be honest, I think you dug yourself in a very deep hole that I don't think you can get out of. Unless you stop saying your god-awful hypocritical opinions, I'm sure you still have a chance of being on this platform. But please, if you want my advice, it's never too late to start over. That's completely up to you, I know. It takes a very mature person to know where he's in the wrong, but I promise you, if you actually recognize all the mistakes that you did, it won't make you look weak. So please don't feel like that's holding you back for doing something right. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. But then again, that's only if you actually mean it. Don't apologize just to save your reputation here. Actually give it some thought and actually recognize what the mistakes you've done and reconcile them. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. This is the first time I'm going to make a video about this guy. It's also going to be the last, unless he does some response video, which I highly doubt. I honestly don't even know at this point. But hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later, weebs. Mwah.
せーのでもそんなんじゃダメもうそんなんじゃほら心は進化する